And then finally, option 4 is more of a phase-in option, where we phase in the process from hybrid to hybrid plus to prime. With March 1 taking our middle and high schools and moving them to hybrid plus, where they are in person 4 days per week and virtual 1, and moving our elementary to 5 days a week at that time. And then March 15th, bring our middle and high into prime 5 days a week of in-person instruction. That would give middle and high schools a couple of weeks to have a day in the middle, try to take a little account to see how things are going, make adjustments before moving straight into 5 days a week. And you may ask, well, what happened to that asynchronous day in the middle of the week? And we've had a lot of discussion about that, and if the CDC and MUSC and JAMA are all saying that it's safe to return, then we need to consider that. And we go back to the original reason of why we put those asynchronous Wednesdays in there to begin with. Number one, it was to help our teachers with professional collaboration because they were trying to survive in a synchronous and asynchronous environment. They were planning lessons to deliver in person for their A group students while they were designing lessons for their asynchronous B group students to complete at home. The second thing was to help students who needed help catching up, who were struggling with the current learning environment. And if students are coming back in for more in-person instruction, then they would be there for those days of instruction. And then finally was for the deep clean. Remember, in our hybrid model, A group students come on Mondays and Tuesdays. We do our deep clean before the B group cohort would come in on Thursdays and Fridays. And again, if all these experts are saying that it's safe to do that, and we're going to be bringing A group and B group students in together, then do we necessarily need that Wednesday for a deep clean to keep the two cohorts separate? So that's why you see a potential phase-out process of that asynchronous day in the middle of the week. And while the vaccination will certainly go a long ways in helping address the anxiety and the fears, our experts are saying that if we keep these strategies in place, we can move forward. And so that's why our team has continued to review these, the latest recommendations, and we bring that to you tonight for consideration. And I don't want to speak for Dr. Giles, but I know many of our middle and high school principals have already been working on contingency plans that if this moves forward, that they've got things that they're ready to put into action that do not yet reflect in this slide where we saw some of those large classes. They wanted to wait and see what was going to happen before they started making changes.